So, welcome again. This is part two of the research process lecture. My name is Eric Christensen at Mount Royal University Library. When we last left off, we were talking about the research process and all the steps involved. For this next section, we're really going to focus in on a hypothetical topic and how we would break that down into keywords and then do some searching in an academic database. So for our example research process, I've divided this into steps 1, 2, and 3 of our diagram. So for step 1, I have chosen a broad topic. So again, I'm not working with a research question at this point. I've just chosen a domain or a broad topic of interest. And I've chosen undergraduate physical health. Step 2 is that I'm going to do some literature searching based on undergraduate physical health. And I'm going to try a few different places. I'm going to first get some definitions or get a broad understanding of the field through a database, an encyclopedia database. So in this case, I'm going to use Credo Academic Core. You could use multiple. I'm just going to use one example. Then I'm going to try doing some searching in Sport Discus. I may try another database as well. I'll show you how I kind of break down keywords and do some searching. And then step 3, once I've found a few articles and saved them and done some searching, I'm going to identify a research gap. And I have some example articles to demonstrate how I came to my research gap and those conclusions. Really, the goal here is I want to understand my topic. So the definitions that are important and the scope. So what does undergraduate physical health involve? And I want to see what studies have been done so far to this point. So now I want to begin doing some searching for this topic of undergraduate student health. So the first place I'm going to go is to a broad database. My advice would be to try something like an encyclopedia database or even doing some Google searching on your particular topic. Just as a review, I'm going to go to the A to Z list of databases on the MRU Library website. So I'm going to go up to the top and I'm going to select Search and Borrow. And under Resources, I'm going to go to Databases. When you get to this page, you'll notice that it says there's 263 databases found. There's an easier way to find what kind of encyclopedia databases we have access to. Under the middle drop-down menu, where it says All Database Types, you can select this and you can limit your search to encyclopedias and other reference. This will provide you a list of all of the background searching materials that we subscribe to at our library. And I'm going to go down to section C, and I want to look for Credo Academic Core, which is at the bottom here. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. Now I have Credo Academic Core open. Like I said, this is just one example for doing background searching on your topic. The goal here is to learn a little bit more about our topic, understand the context, some of the main definitions. We want to do that before we start searching in the academic databases. So there's a couple of different ways we could search for this. We're looking for undergraduate student health, but I'm going to go even broader than that. I'm going to say university or college student health. I've already done this search before. I tried both university and college student. I had a little bit better luck with college student just as a search term. That's a bit more of an American style search term, but this brought up a lot of different articles. Now, when I search for college student, Credo Academic Core is really great and it gives me a lot of information that's very helpful up front. Right off the bat, on the right-hand side, you'll notice a diagram. And this diagram provides kind of a web of all of the different terms that are related to the term that I'm searching. So college health or college student is in the middle of the web, and you can see there's different sections like student exchange program, educational psychology, international student, higher education, university, school, teacher, etc. So sometimes the web helps us find all sorts of information. Like most searches, we will have to try a couple of different things. So I think I went a little bit too broad here. So I'm going to try college student health and see if I can get an article, particularly about the health of students. So this is an interesting one, and this comes from the Key Concepts in Public Health, Populations and Public Health Practice. That's 1,500 words and a little bit more. We also have college students and addiction. So this is also interesting. So this probably talks about drug addiction or other kinds of addictions, abuses that happen in a college setting. This student health article doesn't have college or university student in the title, but it seems to be what I'm looking for. So I'm just going to go ahead and open that. And one of the advantages of looking in Credo's articles is that you get, depending on the article that you find, you get a key point breakdown. So this kind of breaks down the main aspects of the article. So it's a great way to skim to see if it's relevant or worth reading. You also tend to get separate sections. So we have a discussion section. We have a section on weight challenges and nutrition and body shape perceptions from the perspective of students. We have a whole section on mental health, a section on smoking and alcohol, other burdens, etc. So this gives a broad spectrum of health. So I'm going to save this. And in fact, as part of this search demo, I'd recommend saving or putting aside all the articles that you think would be useful to read later, even if you don't go through them in detail this time around. So we're going to save this.